Is photography ruined? A few comments about the fact, is it or not? Hi, it's Peter here, and let's get right into the business. There have been quite a few videos about the same topic, that photography is ruined, and I wanted to comment on that because it is something that we have been discussing for quite a long time. It started already when digital cameras were introduced, and now it's been even more discussion about that. Here's my take on that. Let's look at the numbers first, and now I have to check so I get the numbers correct. We take 4.7 billion photos per day. That's a huge amount. That means 1.8 trillion in a year. And a fun fact that 92.5% of those 1.8 trillion photographs are made with smartphones. So only about 7% are made with real cameras. And it is estimated by the year 2030, the amount of images ever taken will be more than double. In 2030, a total of 28.6 trillion photos have been taken. So the growth of amount of photography we take every day is rapidly growing. The source is photutorial.com, and I will put a link in the description so that they get the credit for the stuff they've done. It's an interesting site anyways. There are a lot of different data and different stuff about photography. You might want to take a look at that website. It's interesting. The photographer has become a publisher. It used to be, back in the days, really hard to break as a photographer because there weren't too many places where you could actually show your work. And there were gatekeepers, publishers, newspaper editors, gallerists, and book publishers, and whatnot. And only the best images were shown to the public. There were probably thousands and even millions of photographs that has never been seen by most people, which is of course different nowadays. And photography back in the day was really a niche job. Nowadays, everybody is a photographer. And also what's different from way back is that the most famous photographers, or at least most of them, came from a very wealthy families. They have a very good background, and so they had the money to do the photography. They had the money to go around, travel the world to do some photography, which of course nowadays have changed. Most of us can afford some sort of camera. If not, then most mobile phones. If you have one, you most likely have a camera. So that has changed a lot. And of course, traveling has also become more common than it used to be back in the days. Photography is accessible for more people. One part why photography is ruined is that we see a lot of crap, a lot of bad photographs, because everybody can publish their images in social media. They can publish on Instagram, Facebook, Flickr, and and all other different social media platforms. And that's of course because there are no gatekeepers like there used to be back in the day. You can be your own publisher. Photography has become a set of cliches. Unfortunately, many of us are after likes in social media. Most photographers are, and that's a pity, because then we are going towards cliches, because cliches are photographs that most people like, and that's why we're pursuing that. And yeah, it's common sense if you want likes. It's a little bit same thing as a professional photographer. You want to please your customer and photographing what they want. And that's a slightly different thing. But as a hobbyist, you should photograph what you want, not what other people like. Yes, I know, it feels good when there's a lot of likes in your images, but that doesn't mean that the image is any good. It's most likely crap. Because unfortunately, images that have some depth, some stories, some feeling, emotions, don't get likes because people don't understand those photographs. And that's the biggest problem. Pursuit of getting a personal style is gone. And that's because we are going after those cliches. We don't want to be different for some reason. I don't know why, but most of us are afraid to be a little bit different. If it's with the gear, people follow other people with the same type of gear. Full frame is something that people think they need, even though that might not be the best solution for that particular person. For someone else it might be, but it's and we think that we need this and that lens because some other people has it that makes good images. No, it's not the lens or the camera, it's you. You're the one that decides, or not decide, but you're the one that makes the image, not the camera. And when you're going for your distinctive style, a recognizable style, you're getting better in photography and you are doing what you want to do and not what others want you to do, which I don't think is, as a hobbyist, is the dumb thing actually. Have you found someone that you like because of the style, the uniqueness of the images? Please let us know in the comments down below. Then to the question, is photography ruined? Yes, in a sense that we knew what photography was. It was a craft for few masters who could really master photography and gave us those nice and beautiful classical images. That world, yes, that is gone because of the massive amount of photographs. And we see a lot of more crap, and of course we see a lot more better photographs too. And photography used to be an elitist thing, you know, like I said, most of the photographers from the past were from wealthy families and well-off people, and it was kind of like a elite thing to photograph. But why would photography be like it was? Why not embrace the new photography, the joy of photography that we're making every day with our smartphones, enjoying life, recording our lives, recording memories? In that sense, photography is not ruined, in my opinion. I think that's underestimated thing, that what photography means for so many. They, you know, recording their loved ones, recording their travels, recording their trips for their own use, for memories, to feel good when you're going back to the images. In that sense, it's not ruined at all. The image is not the only important thing. It's also the act of photography. At least for me, I really enjoy going around photographing, and the end result is not that important. If I enjoy the act of photography, the rest will follow. And that is some problems also with contemporary photography, is that everybody is trying to go for that money shot, trying to get that perfect shot every time you go out. And what happens? You end up with nothing and very few images. If you just fire away, think about what you photograph and enjoy it, you will get better results in the long run. You might struggle a bit and you will get a lot of crap, but in the long run you will get better photographs. So do not be afraid to be yourself. Get out of the cliches and try to find your own personal style and enjoy the journey. I think that's the best thing. And about the cliches, I made a video about those a few months ago. You might want to watch that so you can avoid the cliches. But hey, thanks for watching and bye for now.